All right, everybody. Welcome back to the PRPL Podcast. This is your host, Austin. Hope you're doing all right there today. We're recording tonight on a Tuesday night. A little different, but with the holidays coming up, we had to make some plans and arrangements to get recordings in sooner than maybe they would have typically. But all in saying that, guys, we're doing that for you, making sure that we can continue to bring you nonstop PRPL Podcast action. And you deserve it, especially around the holidays. Welcome to the booth team. Welcome, Griffin. Welcome, Mike. How you guys doing tonight?
Lead us off, Pops.
Boys, this was another good one. Austin, glad we were able to make this happen tonight. Again, I think this episode 4, I've got 3 great scenes that I think really, they pop. They really pop. We still don't get to see it.
I know. I thought we were gonna. And if you
we technically saw the clown and Will's telescope, didn't we? That not count?
Yeah, but think about this. And this is, I don't know if you got around to watching your Easter egg videos this week, but the shape of that clown was a little different.
I did notice that.
It was a little bit different in terms of it almost like it had a pointy hat on of sorts, which looked like that one clown that we saw in the kind of cold open of episode 3 when we were at the carnival, the one that was sitting with the balloons. And who is that character? The popular theory of the videos I watched is it is Mike's Minx, who is actually that.
Who the hell's Mike's Minx?
From last episode, Lily's friend, Mike's Minx, at Juniper Hill. Come on, man, wake the fuck up. You know who?
Do you know who he's talking about, Dad?
I'm not 100% certain either. I'm sitting here going, "Oh my God!"
Are you guys ridiculous? It's your sex icon, Mike, that you were talking about.
Oh,
Lily's friend.
I was looking for a name, Mike's Minx, and I'm like, Madeline.
Why would it be the therapist? Why would it be her?
Oh, you threw me off. That's awesome. Though.
Because there's theories about
Mike's Minx. Gosh, damn.
There's a bunch of theories about it, but
Austin, one of the big ones I think you're right.
It has the ability to prolong one's youthfulness or life. So I think in terms of the dates, she's too old currently, she would be a lot older than what she is currently. But that is just the theory. Don't fucking shoot the messenger, goddammit. This is just what they were saying. That's what they're saying. And
Mike's Minx.
God, guys, are you guys wake up,
man?
You're a damn idiot for not just saying it's the therapist. It's a Juniper Hill therapist.
He wasn't a therapist.
Actually, he wasn't even the head of Griffin. She's the head of staff. And I'm going to say this since Austin brought this up.
I said at Juniper Hill, and you still didn't get it. So,
guys, let me say this: Madeline Stowe's character. Of course, I like Madeline Stowe. Okay. But there's something not friggin' right. She's just too agreeable. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's okay.
You got to keep going.
She's too damn
but that
loving.
That doesn't mean you can't keep going.
Right, Griff. I mean, hey, Oz.
It's in the facial expressions too.
I think it's a home run.
I don't know if that's the truth or not, but she's going to have some. And I said in the previous episode that there's something to be said about the older character who is believing the kids. She's going to have some kind of role that is prominent. I don't know what that is going to be. And they're already giving her the Marge treatment where she's given just a little bit off-putting looks, just a little bit that's making you a bit uneasy with her character. It's like, what is this facade that she's putting on here? I think she's going to know more than what she's letting on is that's the take. So, and I think, I don't know if they've said her name or not, but she
didn't have a name yet, Austin.
So I'm not going to say what it is because I wouldn't have known.
Mike's Minx.
Mike's Minx. That's her name for now.
Now we know.
God.
Now we know.
Man.
I know who didn't listen to I know who didn't listen to our last episode because that was a main talking point on it.
Well, God, we had to turn around and get this episode done so fast. We had no time. We're just busting out.
Whose fault is that?
Hey, some people work in an office, right? We got my dad here. He's not working.
Yeah, I'm working every day.
Yeah,
I mean, I am
working every day.
You can only watch so many movies a day.
I wouldn't blame it on the working functions that are getting in the way.
My goodness. Oh, Griffin, you're just setting yourself up
Mike's
to get your ass kicked.
Mike's Minx. And then Dad's going, what the hell's he talking about? We don't even know what he's going to.
Yeah.
Well, he's senile, goddammit. What's your excuse?
My excuse is that I was paying attention to bigger parts of this episode. The best part of this damn episode is seeing Will and Leroy go out to that wherever
fishing
the hell
hole.
They're in the fishing hole. They're in damn a river runs through it, and they're casting reels. All of a sudden, little Will gets pulled under when his pop goes up to get a new line. I mean, that was the scene of the episode for me. That was a big moment, I thought. It's kind of a toss-up, I will say. Either that or when we got Halloran and our guy Taniel in that interrogation room. But I won't get into that one. That damn river scene, though, that's pretty impactful, and especially when we see that red balloon left, that's when I first started thinking in my head, you guys know I've been kind of negative about this series so far. It's still not my favorite. I'm not going to claim that. I think the acting is mostly subpar, to be honest. I think that we have some standout actors and actresses. I think in particular I would point to Dick Halloran's character. And also, I guess I should say, what's that guy's name? Mr. Chalk, I think, is the guy who actually is Dick Halloran. And then also Charlotte Hanlon. Those are the best characters. Yeah.
My name's Charlotte.
Those are the best characters in this series. But aside from that, seeing that scene where we get the red balloon left after, and Leroy can see it too, and he starts saying, what the hell's going on? That's when we start getting some motion in the ocean for me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think this episode, and, yes, we have all been critical. I thought 3 actually was a step forward, except for maybe like the graveyard scene that was a bit ridiculous. I think we can all agree on that.
Yep.
But I think Will got a lot of scenes in this episode where he could have really shown a bit. And I don't think he did. I think I was kind of pulled out from the performance and away from just how he handled being really frightened, or like when he started crying on the bed with Charlotte when they're having that heart-to-heart conversation. I think there were just a lot of times that I wasn't very, I wasn't loving it, and I don't mean to be a dickhead. What am I? What do I know? But, this is what we're doing. We're the talking heads. We're the sad sacks. No. That was not – I think those were some of the issues I had with this one, because that scene is supposed to be very big with his dad, and it is still. I didn't think necessarily Leroy was all that great in that scene either in terms of some of the acting. But I did really like what you're left with. And that's Leroy actually being able to see the balloon, which I think is a big thing, because that is another adult who's on our side now. Like, what the hell is going on? Especially after Will looks through the telescope, has that fright, and Leroy goes out. He thinks Charlotte's gotten people on the house, basically, because she, kind of gets into her activism mode here in this episode, which is a big thing, and kicks ass in all those scenes, really does. Yeah. But he does end up going out, wakes up the neighborhood, and as he's going in, sees that balloon up in the tree.
Yeah, he pulled a little Halloween. Did you guys draw any parallels there? Where he runs out of the house making all that damn noise, kind of like Jamie Lee did.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Guys, let me ask you this. Again, you guys know quite a bit more about it than I do, and Leroy. Guys, I've got to ask this. When Leroy was in the water and he saw that his son, had the scars and it looked like a catfish had worn his ass out. It's what it looked like to me.
He probably could have too.
I mean, it may have been, but let me say this. I thought the guy was not to have any fear. I thought that's what, Halloran had been, kind of tested him for, that he sure looked pretty damn shook up to me. I mean, did you all kind of catch that, and think, man, I thought this cat didn't show any fear. I didn't think he worried about things like that. But he looked a little, caught off guard. I mean, am I way off base here?
Is fear the same thing as concern? Because I think okay, so I feel like he can still be like concerned about the well-being of his son.
I would
turn that off, but like
I wouldn't debate that.
I think and I'm just arguing the other side of it here. Do I believe it? I don't know, but yeah, I agree. There's going to be some fallacies in the no fear guy, right? There's going to be
I mean, okay, guys, I know I'm picking a little bit, but we see him later with Halloran, and he says to him, like, what the hell is going on here? And I wrote it down. Derry's a beautiful, beautiful place, but things happen from time to time, is what Halloran said. Or, no, I'm sorry, that's what Rose said to Charlotte. I'm sorry, Rose said that to Charlotte. So I thought about that.
One's close.
Yes, and I thought about that, and I went, man, that was a good line there. Maybe that's just kind of what this is.
As the mother, though, if I'm Charlotte, I'm like, tell me fucking more. None of this just like, tell me the whole damn story. Get explicit with it. I don't need
well, then she'd have to talk about the Galoo, and they'd have to go through the whole crazy-ass story of he came down from a space rock, and we used the space rocks, and that was a little far-fetched for me.
The shards.
The thing is, man, it's like, again, these episodes have been getting better, right? Episode 3 was a step up, no doubt. I enjoyed it. The graveyard scene was kind of wonky. This episode, a lot more was happening for me. I preferred it to any other episode. There were still some corny bits, some kind of just, why are we doing this bits? For me, that was kind of the whole Galoo thing. I thought that was just a little bit too much, truthfully. I don't know. It just was a little too much for me. But also, like you're saying, Austin, I don't disagree. I haven't been super impressed with the acting. Like I keep saying, I've been impressed with the acting aside from Charlotte, aside from Dick Halloran. And I think Lily's had some good moments too.
I was going to say her scene in the bathroom and just that whole general, like when she believes she's being flirted with, I think it's like really sweet, and it makes you feel like terrible for her.
Oh yeah. Well, what did you think, Dad? Just skipping ahead a little bit. Could you watch when Marge went insane and had to cut her eyes off? Could you watch, or did you freak out? Were you like, oh God?
Honestly, Griffin, you would think that would have really bothered me. All I kept thinking was that silly video from the, that they were showing in class about the snail's eyes, making it into some kind of cone. And then here she was trying to saw off her eyes. It did not bother me like I thought it would. There's something about this where it's, I don't want to say comical because it's not comical, but it's more of, it's kind of like watching like a Marvel movie, one of those where you're like, okay, all right. Yeah. He's going to die for the third time, but he'll come back, it's kind of one of those to me. But this, it's not scaring me. Things that scare me more was when we saw the skeleton man and he's standing upright and then he broke down, in the last episode where he broke down. That's spooky to me when you see kind of their limbs, crack, and then you see them go into that, like kind of that werewolf mode. I think that's more frightening than this. This did not. But I will say this. Marge, I'm telling you, she's an evil little thing, man. There's something not right.
She was turning it around. I think this is her turning point. I think this is her Steve
I think
moment.
That's what they were going to do. But she still didn't do it, though. She was
going to until her fucking eyes popped out of her head.
Yeah.
I agree, Mike. And I think that's like, there's ways that this could be scary and could be very creepy. It is not hitting there.
No,
it really is not, like, which stinks because I think that's where like some of the movies like even better. It's the same guy, like Andreas, or what's his name, the guy who did both the movies too.
Yeah, I think
Andy Muschietti. Andre.
I think a lot of it's the CGI. myself.
Well, I think it's just too outrageous. Like, you can do CGI and have it be good, but like I said, that scene in the woods didn't bother me so much as other parts have. And it's leaned so far into like just making these crazy anatomical things happen. It's just, I don't know, you're like watching the spectacle more so than being any bit slightly, creeped out or freaked out by any of it. It's just so outrageous, and like that is part of it, but it's not effectively getting there for me in those ways. I think that the frights are falling short in that manner, maybe, and like still like it's enjoyable to see. I'll say that. Like it's fun to watch it, but it's not getting that creepy factor in a lot of ways.
I mean, really, what's been the craziest or the scariest scene so far?
Of the whole series to this point?
Yeah, I mean, so far. Don't you think it's that little demon in the movies? I mean,
I thought Ronnie coming out of her mom, that was a good.
That's a good one, boss.
That one was.
I would say the demon. I'd say that little demon. When he just, I thought that was. I
liked the wood scene.
Freaky.
Just him kind of popping up, and I liked in the scene in the groceries when they're just kind of moving around behind her, and that just little creepy stuff.
It was a little. I think it was a little freaky when Halloran got to its lair in the last episode, just because there was that anticipation. You didn't know what was going to happen. So, that was a little
like
weird.
The show overall just feels like it's just batting 500. It's just kind of mediocre, right?
I mean, it's below. It's below mediocre. I mean, I'm even watching right now the scene where we have the CGI koi fish. You know what I mean? It's just like everything. I don't know. I think it's just low budget. I don't want to say low budget, but semi-low budget compared to like a major motion picture, I would have to assume. Or I don't know what it is. They're just not pulling off they're not pulling it off completely.
Yeah, and I'll be kinder to it. Like I'll put it middle of the road because it is enjoyable. It's bringing me back, and I'm looking forward to watching it. But like it's just not a spectacle, and it's not really leaving you. Like actually, after this one, maybe it was probably mostly the time I was watching it, but I did come around from it. Like that one kind of felt like a step backwards to me. Maybe
this episode felt like a step backwards.
Oh. I thought 3 was good. I liked 3.
I like 3 myself. I said that last week. 3. I thought so far
it wasn't a big step backwards, but I think it was. My bad, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I think it was some of like the Will stuff. Kind of. I think that stained a little some of it for me, and I don't know. Ronnie kind of bothered me this episode for some reason. It's like all she have is that like mean girl bulldog like. But what's this? And I know she's mad. Like she has a reason to be mad, but that's all. That's like it's all in that like tone and like delivery. Her stuff. So I don't know. Like something about her was bothering me, but
Austin,
and then the March scene, I wasn't that like the March scene was a bit just ridiculous for me too. And I guess I'm glad something happened with Marge, but.
I think what you're saying, Austin, is not putting words in your mouth, but I just don't think that the kids have not drawn us in. They haven't sold us yet. I think we said this last week, is Lily is believable. I mean, that's a good little actress right there to me. But the rest of them, they're like you said on the Will just his reaction. It's like you're getting pulled under the water. This thing's.
I thought that looked dumb too. I didn't.
You see your dad on so-called on fire. His comment was something about, hey, there's, he tells his dad that there's evil here, and then all of a sudden they see that balloon. I mean, he just does it. They don't sell it. They just, to me, they don't sell it. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm sitting back and I'm watching, going, okay, we got 25 more minutes. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's get something going. I swear I feel that way.
Well, let's do this, guys. Let's pivot into the parts that we did like of this episode. This episode as well, I hate this name. Maybe I'm just being an asshole, but what a pretentious name. The great swirling apparatus of our planet's function. That's the whole name of this episode. It's like,
I didn't get that.
I thought that was stupid myself.
Yeah. And like, I get it. There's this whole story of maturing, which is a like godly turtle in the Stephen King universe, and that's what these Native American people are going to turn out to be part of. That's kind of where we're getting a lot of these turtle themes within this, but I think that was actually more directed at the snail and the worm, and that the lesson that they have, the class A lesson. But the things that we liked in this one and are continuing to like, Halloran. I like what's going on with Halloran. I liked him seeing his grandma. I like that kind of connection. I don't know if it's actually his grandma doing that or if it's some kind of like psychic shine that is his grandma's warning him. Kind of thing. I'm liking his shit. I thought Charlotte had a very strong episode after kind of taking off last episode. And Lily's still good for me. I do think Lily's still pretty good. We didn't get a lot of Rich this episode.
Yeah, I was about to say not a lot of Richie.
We missed out on Richie because Richie's one of the other guys who can play on the team, I think. Ricardo Santo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we also found out about Mommy's Little Helper.
Oh,
yeah. What did you all think about that? I thought that was, guys, what are we calling that? I mean, of course they called it Mommy's Little Helper. What are we calling that? We calling that Xanax? Is that what we're calling that?
Maybe a Quaalude.
I kind of thought the same thing.
Back in the 60s?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know, but apparently it helped out Mommy. So, the kids are saying, hey, this thing, they're figuring it out. They're saying, hey, this thing feeds on fear. Yeah. And you know what? If we're not scared, it can't get us. So let's take drugs.
Let's take drugs. How quick did they think those were gonna? You just pop one in.
Yeah, that's what was screwing with me. Is that they're like, "Oh, we'll just put one in when we need it," and I was like, "Oh my gosh." I mean,
oh my God, so many things.
What we're getting at, boys, is there's not a whole lot of personality in this series. To me, it's just stunted. It's not reaching that next level. Like, and again, we've been a little spoiled. Maybe we were watching Stranger Things the past couple of weeks, and that series is just, abundant with personality and intricacies that make you believe those characters. This series, and maybe it even has something to do with the title, like you said, Austin. It's like almost taking itself too seriously, maybe. And it's just not pulling it off that well. It's like almost there, but not. And I think the actors are part of it. I think the writing is part of it.
We say like the performance, the actors, but I think we also need to be fair and say that this could be very well how they're being directed as well, how they're being written. There's a lot that goes into a performance. It's not necessarily on these, kid actors. Let's deflect some blame from them here too. Yeah. Because it's on the directors to make this shit work, and it's not overall hidden. It's mediocre. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun, but it's a mediocre show so far, at least. It's getting interesting. There's interesting parts. It is just such an awesome dynamic in Derry, and that's carrying it. It's just kind of the fucking name in a lot of ways, right? Yeah.
I mean,
the premise.
Austin, the bottom line is we need. I mean, come on. What needs to happen? And Griffin said this.
We need some Quaaludes.
Maybe
we can go Wolf of Wall Street on them.
Maybe Pennywise needs some Quaaludes. I don't know, but they need to get this thing going, and they need. I mean, I don't want to see.
I need Nate Ball and $2 million.
Yeah,
get me going. Give me one, Dad. Give me one.
We need some gas to get us going, and we need Pennywise to get us going. It's probably going to scare the hell out of me, and I'm going to regret all this. That hey, it's not scary, but I'm telling you what, they need to bring this guy in and start, give us some gas. Feed us a little bit. Don't you think?
We need.
We're hungry, bro.
Or we need the Richie branch off episode. We need his whole pre-story or something. We just need Richie. We need Richie on
that little guy.
You know what we might need to do? We might need to kill off Will, kill off Marge, kill off. Who else do we need to kill off? All of these characters we just don't need anymore. Kind of like they did in the first episode. Get rid of them. We don't need them anymore. I kind of miss
those guys now a little bit.
Yeah, well
guys,
bring them back from the dead.
Think about Stranger Things. What do they do really well? And from season to season,
a lot of
things. Keep bringing characters in.
All about the relationships.
Yes, they keep bringing a character in, and you're going, I don't really care for Steve. I really don't care for Robin. But all of a sudden you're like, man, I really like Robin. Man, Steve's kind of cool, man. He's you're not getting that from this. And again, this, it does look like we're blaming
still, but yes.
Yeah, we're just not getting that. And I just think it's the writing, it's the producers. It's something's amiss. And I think you've got to get Pennywise out there to start scaring the hell out of people. That's what give the people what they want.
Call him the goddamn star.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're not.
When you asked me last week, has it been too long since we gave Pennywise? And I said, no, I think this is just about right. But I thought we needed him in that next one.
You kind of promised he was going to be there. What happened?
I got led astray by probably one of those Easter egg videos. They were in the trailers. The trailers can be deceiving. Maybe they gave us one from a week ahead of that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the balloon. Maybe he thought it was coming. I don't know, but it's
maybe it showed that shadow, and it was just being shitty that way. But I think we move into our categories, guys. I think we get on into our favorite scenes. But yes, call him the goddamn A-teamer, right?
Yeah, call him in. This show, it's not doing it well enough. This isn't Jaws. This is not The Predator. Bring in the freaking star because you're not pulling it off. Otherwise, they're not doing well enough. I already gave you guys one of the best scenes in this episode. I gave you another best scene in the episode, and it's Dick Halloran with Daniel. I told you that I thought the Galoo storyline, or just kind of the detail of that story, I thought was a little silly.
Well, they gave us the whole goddamn thing, too.
We know the whole story now.
And but I will say, I did think it was kind of cool how we have Rose speaking with young Daniel, and all of a sudden her eye twitches up, and old Dick pops in and says, "Hey, bruh, what's going on?" So those were really good scenes, and I think a lot of that is because Halloran just kicks ass. I would also say that I think Rose, who is it seems like interpreted by Kimberly Guerrero, I think that Rose is an okay character. I haven't been too upset with her performance.
Yeah,
but those are some of the best scenes. I think that you could probably argue that, like you had mentioned, Austin, Lily in the cafeteria kind of getting her nuts tickled a little bit. That was a kind of interesting scene for a sec there.
I felt it. I was in it there.
Yeah,
I was in it.
What you got, Dad? What was your favorite scene?
I had that, guys. I said it from the get-go. There's 3 scenes, and then you guys can go into detail on them because honestly, it was the only thing that we had in the whole episode. You had Leroy and Will going fishing. I thought that was that kind of reeled me in. I went, "Oh, here comes Pennywise." I thought, "Oh, here he comes," and I thought, "Oh God, he's going to come up out of the water, and it's going to scare the hell out of me." No, womp! I see some damn fish, and it looks like Leroy on fire. That was crazy.
Some damn fish.
Then we see Marge, and she's, she is setting up Lily to just look like a damn fool in front of the patty cake girls, to Tim. And she was just going to look like a damn fool. And I felt so bad for Lily if it happened. And then next thing you know, we got Marge, her eyes are bugging out of her head. The last one I had was Halloran, and we find out the whole story with Daniel. Daniel starts telling the whole story, and then you see Rose explaining it to him. Which again, Griffin, I love that stuff. Anything to do with the history, the background, the Native Americans.
Are you referring to ancient Egyptian history right now?
No, I am not referring to ancient
hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics. The Great Pyramids.
I'll tell you what, man.
We doing a flashback?
I am.
Austin, you're going to have to make a reel now with a flashback.
How about
to
indigenous people, Griffin? Indigenous people. And I love that. And again, I think you guys nailed it. I think whomever's playing Rose, she's believable. I just love her character in it. I think there's so much more that they could do with her. I think you're going to find out that she's, that she was in line from the chief to the chief's daughter. I think we're going to find out a whole lot about her. But those were my 3 favorites. If you guys, if you have something other than that, I'd love to hear it.
Are you talking about the 3 scenes that I already laid out for us?
I think that's it. I think that's the whole episode. I think you're right, Griff.
What you got, Austin?
I'll go with the Charlotte stuff. How about that?
Oh,
and here's
nice.
a question from that. Whose wife is Hank banging?
Maybe it's old Clint Bowers' wife.
Yeah, you think it's Chiefs?
Maybe it's the Chiefs because the Chief was hanging out at the gay bar, was he not?
Was he?
Didn't you say that the Chief was at that gay bar?
What gay bar?
That's what I heard from somebody at some point.
I didn't know there was a gay bar.
I heard the Chief was at a gay bar.
I kind of thought it was Chief's wife too, guys.
I mean, that's the first thought, right?
Is
that too much of low hanging fruit though? We all 3.
It is. It is low hanging fruit.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
Or it could be. What if it was that? What was that? I don't know what the rank would have been, but the guy who was being all disrespectful to Leroy. What was that guy who was like obviously racist? Or was that a shtick? Did we find out that was all a shtick?
No, he was definitely racist, but he was a military guy. You're saying that guy's wife?
Yeah, what if it's him? Because
what was his name? Majors?
Well, I just know that Hank was so afraid. He's like, hey, well, granted, it was the early 60s and it's in Derry, but that was an interesting bit. And did you guys predict that when Hank wasn't speaking? Were you guys like, did you guys kind of have an inkling, so to speak?
When they got his pack of cigarettes and it's like, oh shit, they have proof that he was there. And if it was like, if they didn't plant it, which was also something that went through my mind, I thought okay, he's out. He was out, but why is he lying about his alibi? He's probably fucking a white guy's wife.
He's at the cat house.
That was my guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thought. And I mean, I guess it makes sense, and that's why he's choosing to not say this information and going to go to Shawshank instead,
Yeah. How many times did they say Shawshank in this one? I counted at least twice.
Yeah. Are they hammering it on? But yeah, Shawshank. One question I have about Lily, how many times is she going to be threatened with going back to Juniper Hill? All for her just to be out of Juniper Hill the episode after it happens, right? We didn't get to see anything of her being in Juniper Hill at all, aside from her leaving. It's going to be this big deal that she's going back, and then she was already leaving. Now they're going to send her ass back again. What's going on?
Well, send you back to Juniper Hill and stick a needle in your head. Yeah,
but she's going, right? She just got found on top of
Marge.
Yeah,
she's definitely going back.
And Marge, what's Marge going to do? You think she's going to be a snake and say she did this to me?
All I can say is that I watched some of the previews after this episode, and it kind of seems like Marge was on the team.
I think it's her Steve Harrington moment. I think this is the turning of the tides for her. She might become a friend. She's the nerd club. She's got to quit fighting it. It's like Lucas in season 4 of Stranger Things. You're a nerd, man. Come back to the team. Mm-hmm. You've ran off trying to make cool friends.
Yeah.
You're not a patty cake girl.
My favorite scenes. I'm going to go with all that Charlotte stuff. Her getting involved, pressing the officers and saying, you want to let me see him, or you want me to make a phone call? And the way she handles herself, with, nothing but, calmness. She has control of the situation. You can tell, which is good because you got this arrogant fucking asshole of a guy. And obviously, that's what they're, showing this, the bigotry of the city and just the way things are in Derry, whatever it may be. But America, even at that point in time. But I'll go with Charlotte's stuff. And she's not going to be deterred either. Leroy comes home, says, promise me you're not going to, do whatever.
She doesn't promise him, does she?
No, she doesn't.
No, I don't. Sorry, Leroy boy.
I don't think.
Hey, Griffin. This might be a good time to tell everyone that something happened this week.
I was about to say, I don't think anyone's going to be telling Charlotte, and that kind of reminds me.
Yeah, well, Austin, get ready, bud, because Mr. Austin just got engaged this week.
Oh,
congratulations, buddy.
That's right.
So, hey, Austin, you might learn something from old Leroy. You cannot reel them in when they want to do what they want to do, buddy. Leroy boy. Sing it, Griff. Leroy boy was my friend.
Hey, congratulations, Os. Congratulations, Dana. Leader of the Purple Podcast here, making big moves.
That's right.
Man.
We're advancing.
One hell of a party too, Austin. You did great, buddy. Really proud of you.
Hey, Austin, give a little tidbit. I was told that my pops might have been somewhat of a local celebrity at the party. Is that true?
I mean, I couldn't get enough of him. Kept coming up, and they were a bit shy at first. Everyone that approached him. How could you not be? You've seen this guy all over social media. Just making you laugh constantly. How could you not? They were smitten by his presence. Couldn't stop smiling ear to ear. Buttons.
Hey.
Oh gosh.
Call that funny. The purple effect.
That may be the purple effect.
I'll say this, guys. I was looking back at some of our older material, some of our Last of Us videos, or lack thereof, just audio. And, man, it really is kind of impressive where we've gotten to. And, I'm the one who's managing all of these files, all of these videos and everything. I mean, I have a lot of folders now in the Purple Podcast category of my hard drive. We've done a lot of good work, boys. And, there's a reason why, when you're at the grocery store, Dad, you're getting recognized. There's a reason why you have people walking up to you.
See people whispering.
There's a reason. It's because we're putting in that time, man. That's what it is.
And hey, I guess because I'm out there, I'm not going to lie, guys. I've been out a couple times working out, and I've had some people kind of stare at me a little funny. So I don't know. Hey, when you get this old, maybe they're just staring at you funny. I don't know. But guys,
we know what it is.
Yeah, we know what it is. Hey, when you're in this kind of shape, damn, what do you think's going to happen? But hey, Oz, don't want to let up. Congratulations, bud. I was real proud of you. You threw one hell of a party. Guys, I wish you could see this rock. I mean, Austin, tell them, what was the first thing that I said to you? I said, damn, buddy, how's your side? I know you gave up a kidney for that damn ring. I mean, it was, man, I'm not exaggerating, guys. One. It is Corey. Yeah, he told me, he goes, you only need one. And I'm like, well, I guess.
Funny.
Yeah, I was scared to kind of grab him and give him a hug. I thought maybe I'd hurt him. But no, it's beautiful, man. You did great. You got one happy fiance, buddy. Proud of you.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Shall we hop into characters?
Absolutely. Guys, my favorite character is Halloran. This guy just keeps on bringing it. The guy... If it weren't for him, Charlotte, Rose, Lily, this show's a flop. I mean, a flop. I don't think we're getting a whole lot from Leroy yet. I'm hoping he comes on. We're talking about Will again. I don't want to pick on the young man. I just don't think I don't think the attachment's there. I'm not engaged with that character yet, but I am engaged with Halloran. I mean, let me see. When his grandma looks at him and the line is, keep that lid on tight. Again, Austin, I don't know if I think you said it, but it was either that's actually his grandma or is that it?
Right.
I think one of you, I think you said it. I think that's his grandma going, hey, keep a lid on that. I think you're right. I really do. I think you're right. That was the one. I've got it highlighted. I've got it circled several times because that was kind of the line from the show that I went, wow, that was pretty good.
Well,
that was pretty good.
I know that hanger has some significance in the It story. There's something that's going to happen there, and I'm not going to go any further into that.
You're talking about that requisition shed that the guys are cleaning up. Okay.
Yeah, there's a big event in the books that have been discussed in videos I've watched, so that's coming soon.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's got to. I mean, it has to happen pretty soon. But again, Halloran, he's my guy. He's been my guy the last couple of episodes. I don't see him not being my guy just about every time. So
most compelling by far.
Yeah, he's a really he's just, man, his character just, again, I said it. It's one of those, when you see him, you go, man, I want to see what this guy has to say or do. And especially with Taniel, the way, man, he goes, man, I'm going to have to squeeze you. And he starts squeezing him. And you can tell he really didn't want to do it. But, that's his job. He's got to squeeze this guy for information.
The military's tool.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Who's your character, Griff?
Well, I truthfully, I would say Halloran as well. But I'll pick Rose because you picked Halloran. I think Rose does have a really cool part in this series. I think with her kind of being the tie to the history of Derry and the glue, I think that's kind of, it is interesting. I already said that I did think it was a little overdone. And maybe the way they were presenting the whole, like, oh, we buried these shards in the ground and all of this stuff, it was a little silly to me.
But they gave them a whole forest. Not bad real estate.
No, it wasn't. And then the travelers came in and they ruined it. But I was like, this is kind of silly. Yeah. Whatever. But I still think she has a really, really nice presence on screen.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to just keep getting more good moments from her. That's kind of how I feel. And I definitely am enjoying her addition to the series. So I have some faith in her. I think that she's doing her part to hold it up.
Yep. I would agree. I've liked what we've gotten there. It's turning out that like the children are like the least compelling part of the story, which is like really a no-go. Like that can't be the case with Welcome to Derry.
It's unfortunate because that's not the intention. It's just the kids aren't delivering as much as you want them to. So
yeah, it's just not. It's not doing it enough. It just isn't. And I'm trying. God knows I'm fucking trying, and I'm liking parts, but man, it's just not doing enough to really seal the deal. My favorite character is probably Halloran, but I'll stick with my girl Charlotte. I'll give her another dub on my side of things. I think she is, like you said, Griffin, she's holding her side of the bargain. She's doing her job and she's kicking ass. I'm excited to see I wish, like, not to be an asshole here or anything, but I don't know like how like interesting the Hank Grogan plot line is with the whole It story. So like maybe it's the least interesting like plot line going on. Maybe they'll give it some more juice, like, because she deserves more. She needs to do something really big, and like she is still, but you know what I'm getting at, right? Like that seems like that's not one of the main focal points of the show so far, really. It still exists, what's going on, but that I wouldn't say that's the main focus by any means.
Austin, the main focus is It. We're not seeing Pennywise. We're not. We want to see this cat. I mean, I don't really want to see him. I know what's going to happen, but give the people what they want. We're on the 4th episode, and we still, come on.
We're going to be on the 5th.
I mean, here we are. We're going to start I think they've missed the mark. I think they've, again, you saw the title. I think they think it's better than what it is. Let's just be honest. I mean, just call it what it is.
Yeah.
Got
6 men. You got for 6 men.
Damn, who the hell would be the 6th man?
That's a great one. I've got sad.
I got
it's got to be.
And give it to me, Dad. Give it to me. Dad cracked me up yesterday, Austin. I called him and I said, man, our boy Halloran kind of stuck it to Taniel, after he spit at him and all that stuff. I was like, Halloran got his ass. And my dad said, hey, well, he kind of turned it right back on him and said, here you go, bruh. That's where you can go. Why don't you go down to the damn sewer, bruh? Give it to me, Dad. Tell me what's up.
When he pointed and he said, there it is, dude, right? Like, there it is. And you could see Halloran's look on his face like, oh, shit. Sometimes you get what you ask for. And he got it, didn't he? Yeah, that was good. Very good. So, I think you guys are right. I think Taniel's it. Austin, you got another one?
I like Taniel. Taniel was my first thought and who I'm going to choose. You could go with Hank. I feel like Hank did deliver somewhat, in some of those.
He's a good actor.
He did fine, But like that's still reaching for straws, I think. And I think even Daniel was reaching for straws in some ways. But he was the most prominent, probably side character, and had the biggest part he'll probably have in the whole goddamn season. Like this was probably his biggest episode in terms of acting parts. Maybe not though. Maybe not. We'll see. Who's your sad sack? This is where we have more.
Here we go. Griff, you want to start or you want me to kick it off?
Well, probably damn Lily Bainbridge, because she's going back to Juniper Hill. And they're going to shock her monkey. They're going to get her little ass.
Yeah, guys,
they're going to get her.
I had Marge.
The comment section is going to get you for saying that.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, Lily, but your dog is dead. Hey, they caught her with a knife in her hand. She's done.
Your dad's in pickle jars.
She's cooked. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Poor Lily. Griffin, I think you said that 4 weeks in a row that it was poor Lily.
Well,
God, these kids won't let her have enough either. They're plotting against her constantly.
Oh, they are.
Got this whole fucking elaborate ruse to humiliate her.
Well,
it's like hell. It's literally like hell. Are these guys just watching frame for frame?
Derry.
Well, I mean, come on. Daniel is Argyle. I mean, come on. You can tell this show is. I mean,
Austin is literally only saying that because he has dark skin and long hair. What an asshole!
I think he looks like
what an ass.
See him riding up in a pasta Dutchie van.
Hey, speaking of that, have you seen that kid? And coming in, he's gonna be in the 5th season, of course. Have you seen the shape he's in?
Yeah, I mentioned it on that.
Good. Did you already say that?
Oh
my God, the dude is shredded. Maybe I
it.
didn't hear it. He's shredded, guys.
Like a Julian salad.
Like a Julian salad.
Is he
no,
really?
Sad sack. I had 2 of them, guys. I said Marge and her eye stalks, being shaven off.
Yeah,
and I think Leroy
boy. Why is he the
was
sad
my
sack?
friend. Why is he?
Yeah.
He's got a wife that he cannot reel in. And for those, I mean, I've got a wife that I can't reel in. Okay. And when
you're
you
a sad sack, I guess
I am sad. That's why I'm a sad sack. But guys, I mean, when he says, honey, you're not doing it again, are you? And she looks at him like, I don't care what you say, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And he's like, okay. I mean, he just has that look like, oh my God, here we go again. He doesn't have a shot. So those are my 2. Austin, throw some in there.
Let's go with we can't forget about Hank. Hank he could go there as well. You guys have already said Lily, you guys have already said Marge. You just said Leroy. Will's a bit of a sack in this one too. We'll start.
I was about to say, I think
more tormented a bit here.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Yeah, that's probably a harsh one because the way you're going to make fun of Will is by just saying didn't really have the chops for this one.
Well, I wasn't even talking about that. I
left a little meat on the bone.
And
we took Will to an all-you-can-eat wings buffet. And you know how many he took down? About 7, maybe 6.5. He said, "Bruh, you're going big. You better go in the paint, bruh."
I'd put the line at 5.5.
5.5, man. You got to at least pull 15 if you're at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Get 15 of them down. By the way, I heard you, Austin, did you guys have Rooster's wings?
You heard your dad.
Is that what I heard? Man.
Griffin, Austin, and I sat over the top of the plate and they were sitting there. We were just pulling them off, eating one right after another. It was kick ass. It was great. Great party.
Sir. That's what's up right there.
Yes.
Austin, we going to themes and things?
We already did our themes, didn't we?
No, I've got all sorts of themes. Let me take off, guys.
Take off.
How about indigenous people?
There you go.
How about nightmares?
Mm-hmm.
How about an affair, a secret affair?
Secret
feeding on fear. I don't know if that's a thing.
It works.
Pills. Call me Mills because I'm on pills. And eye-popping prankster.
Okay.
How about that? Look at Griffin.
Interesting. He's doing his best. I'll say there's a theme. I actually thought
eye popping was funny.
I'm watching where Halloran gets into Daniel's brain. I actually thought it was kind of cool how they
mind freak.
Well, yeah, how they represented the mind, and they had him in this dark room with these. You just see the doorways illuminated. I thought that was pretty cool myself. I think your themes are mystery. I mean, I know that our guy Leroy is really trying to get to the bottom of it. I think you could kind of say maybe a bit off more than you can chew, because I think we're starting to see where maybe the military's a little over its head, right? I think that they don't really realize what they're dealing with here in Derry. I think another theme, Rose already said it, Derry's a beautiful place, but things happen sometimes. That's a big theme we got to keep in mind. I think it's interesting to see a little bit of the social justice movement through Charlotte. What was that called? That's terrible, but what was that called? Like the actual movement at the time?
Movement? Civil rights.
The civil rights movement. That's it. I apologize.
Good Lord.
I think that was a nice theme as well. And, I think that they're doing the whole, I guess, theme piece very well with in that way, but maybe very well is an exaggeration, but I don't know. I got to give it a little bit of credit. I think the last theme is balloons, because everybody knows when you start seeing those red balloons, something's happening. So,
except it hadn't happened.
Except it hasn't. So hopefully 5th episode's a charm. If it is not, I think that this show might really shoot itself in the foot at that point.
Yep. I'm still optimistic that we're going to have some fun and we're going to at least enjoy tuning in, because we're always going to have something to talk about, which, this has been incredibly fun tonight. I'll be honest. I mean, it's all right. You can dog things when they should be dogged, and I think it is appropriate. And I'm not, I don't ever want to be just like, fully one way or fully the other way. Like, I feel like are some redeeming qualities in this. I'm not going to act like there's nothing here that hasn't been enjoyable. That would be, I would be lying in that case. I'm enjoying, we're watching, but it is not, one of my favorites. That's how I'm going to put it here, and that's how I'm going to phrase it. My number one theme, I got balloons down here. Yeah. I think that one is the biggest thing. And then I think also origin story is a huge theme in this
nice
one. And I don't think it was as good as it possibly could be. And I don't know exactly what I'd want. So here's to me, complaining about it. Where's your goddamn script, asshole? But I think the story element was cool. I liked seeing that, it used to take the form of a giant elk. I thought that was cool to consider, like this battle against the, the early Native American tribe. I thought that was just kind of interesting and fun. I do like that stuff, as you mentioned, Mike.
Then he became a settler too, which was kind of a colonizer. That was interesting.
And a priest, he's we're national treasure guys. We like ourselves some history. Yes, we're suckers for it. So I did in at least. There's parts of that that I enjoyed, but I don't think it was as good as it maybe possibly could be. I think there's just maybe a lot of fallacies and holes you can poke in the whole entire thing. Other than that, I think just like general tension. There's a lot of tension around town, and that's just continuing to build here. So it's going to be interesting how these things play out. I don't know what they do with Lily here. Like, obviously they've made it clear that there's going to be, or there should be, some kind of understanding that she did this. That's what people are supposed to think. So how do they handle that? Is she going back to Juniper Hill? Yes. And what's going to be Juniper Hill this time? Is it going to be, we go to the next episode and she's getting released again right at the beginning? Like, I feel like if they're going to send her fucking back, let's see the place. So that's, I'm kind of nervous how they're going to do that. Like, how are they going to send her to Juniper Hill and continue the story with the kids? Marge, it does appear that she's going to be joining the loser club, which I think I like that. I think she's been a good character, at least. I think she can bring some much needed, just like quality maybe to that group. I feel like she has at least been believable in her role. I don't think she's been terrible I didn't like the Genshi line. I thought, but that might be the writing kind of thing. But
it is the writing.
Guys, I'm gonna take a 180, okay? And you sparked this in me, Austin.
Okay.
And you can call it sacrilege, and I apologize if it's inappropriate. Speaking of inappropriate, here's the question. You mentioned National Treasure. Would this series be better with Nick Cage? What do you think? Is Nick Cage above? He's above this, right? What do you guys think?
I would say he probably wouldn't be in it, but now that I'm thinking of him dressed up as Pennywise, I really can't stop thinking about it.
What do you think, Dad? What do you got?
Griff,
what the hell are you doing?
Turn it off.
Turn your damn phone off.
I got it on Do Not
Jackass.
Disturb. What is wrong with these people? Unbelievable. Leave me alone. Griff, to answer your question, it depends financially how Nick Cage is doing. He's been in some really bad ones. But let's be honest. I'm a huge fan of Nick Cage. You put Nick Cage in this, and it starts popping. We get some action going. This thing, it's so slow, guys. Austin said a minute ago, if it's your script, what are you doing? I know what I'm doing, and it doesn't take a genius. I don't know anything about it, but I'm going to put it in at least the third episode, and I'm going to start getting him to pop up here and there. And when I say it, I'm talking about Pennywise, because that's what the
damn clown. Don't be cute about it.
I am not going to be cute about it. I'm going to bring him up.
Typically, I don't like the slow argument, because I can watch a slow show by people's means, because I like the ability to maybe over-explain sometimes, but man, you still got to get your pacing right, and I do think this thing struggled in that regard.
Guys, and here's another thing. What in the hell were they thinking? In that flashback of the Galoo storyline, we see the priest picking up the one ancient warrior, whatever the hell her name was, and a freaking little character comes out of the dude's chest like it's damn Total Recall. What the hell was that about? How stupid was that? How ignorant was that? Did you guys think that was about the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life? Why did they do that?
There's just and it's an absurd character, but there's just been a lot of absurdity in the choices in terms of the creature design has just been misplaced. It's just been off.
So stupid. And my whole thought was that took a long time for them to even attempt to do. And why do it if it's going to look like crap and it's going to make no damn sense and just be laughable? Like you said, Dad, there really is more of a comedic edge to this stuff, because these morons are making it that way. They're not designing these things to be scary. They're going so ridiculous, so absurd that it's ridiculous and absurd, and that's all you think about.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We have beat that to death. It's again, the fifth episode has got to bring this cat into the swing of things. Once they do that, I think you're going to hear us. Again, this could be the Steve, is it Carrington? Or Harrington.
What?
Harrington. Carrington. That was from a dynasty back in the day. But as soon as they bring him into the swing of things, I think this is going to pick up. I think we're all going to be like, yeah, here we go.
I'm back on board, baby.
Yeah. Hey, we're back, baby. Come on. Let's give it one more episode, guy. I feel like we're beating it to death.
Come on, guys. Let's take a chance.
Let's all take a chance. Let's all change our names to Lance. I don't know.
Contractually obligated, so we don't have
Hey, good call. Good call. Austin, what else are we getting into on this? I think we're about done for.
We're out
of here. We're saying our goodbyes. We got
Here's the
Planes,
thing,
trains,
guys.
right around the.
Here's the thing.
Oh, good one.
Good call. Here's
Actually,
the
I
thing.
think it might have already came out at this point.
Here's the thing. We're the Purple Podcast, and it doesn't matter if we're dealing with dog shit. Like, welcome. Like, welcome to Derry.
We're gonna eat that white dog shit.
It doesn't matter. We're the damn Purple Podcast. We're the sad sacks, and we'll sad sack our way all the way to the bank, baby. We're gonna be laughing. 3 little piggies, man.
Oh,
3 little bandits, baby.
Austin,
We're just
I'm
getting better and better.
I'm not really sure about this one. This one may have to be edited. This one, man, it's gone off the rails tonight. Griffin, I don't know what you're sipping in that little plastic cup of yours, but maybe it was something that maybe it's, what was that? Mommy's, help me here, Austin.
Little helper.
Mommy's little helper. Maybe that's what Griffin's got going on. Good God. But I'm going to do my Kreskin moment and I'm out. Madeline Stowe, somehow, some way, you're going to see our boy come out, Madeline Stowe. Somehow, some way, that's either it or it's working for it. I don't know, but man, something doesn't feel right about her. So Mike Sminks, there's something not right, Oz.
All right.
That's all I have to say.
Last thing I got to say, my Kreskin moment is Maddie is still alive. Maddie's still alive. I'll leave it there. What you got, Oz? Close us out.
You look at the IMDb and how many episodes they're in.
No. Damn Lily said, we don't even know if he's still alive. So I was like, they wouldn't have said that unless they're priming us.
That's terrible though if they do that.
Priming us.
That's terrible. You never needed to say
Victor
that.
Creel.
What the fuck?
She's Victor Creel. Marge is going to be walking around like Victor Creel, guys.
Okay. I get it.
Finish us, Austin. Put a fork in us.
Yeah, we're
I
done.
don't even know what else to fucking say. It was a blast tonight. We had a whole lot of fun.
I think we had too much fun. Jeez.
Maybe so. It's a Tuesday. We needed it. This is good. This is great. I mean, the show is what it is. We're having fun covering it, and that's all that matters. I hope well, that's not true. I lied. I hope you're having fun listening to us as well because, hey, that's who this is for. So if you listened all the way through, guys, as always, we appreciate it. Sending love out your way. We got the holidays coming up. This one will be coming out on the 23rd. So not yet Thanksgiving, but happy Thanksgiving. We will have Planes, Trains out on Wednesday coming up. So safe travels. Be talking to you soon. We're going to keep this baby rolling no matter what the hell we're watching, as Griffin said, even if it's white dog shit. We're going to keep on going. That redheaded asshole's going to show his ugly face at some point.
Yes!
All righty, guys.
There
Bye-bye.
it is.
And bye-bye.